Okay, let's start in a standing position first. Okay, so let's just do shoulder rolls. Oh, I do my shoulder rolls, I just hear crunch, 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 crunch. Let's do forward. So sometimes I find that I worry or want to get stuff done during the week, and I kind of fret about it. So I'm going to make sure I do some breathing today and our stretching to kind of relax myself and you. Okay, so I want you to take your hands and just grab your elbows and then just go right down. Slightly bend those knees if you like, and then just kind of go down and let those arms hang. My tightest part of my body, I think, is the back of my legs, upper part. Now I want you to drop your hands down to the floor, and I want you to make a big circle and end up in this spot again. So I'm going to go all the way around, big circle, and back down. And then I'm going to go the other direction, big circle, all the way around, back down. And just keep alternating direction and sides. Just loosening up that lower back. Back down. Now when you come back up, just run those fingers along your legs and come up nice and slow. Imagining stacking that spine one vertebrae at a time. Way up to the top. And then when you stand up straight, push the top of your head towards the ceiling. Push your shoulders back. Stretch your neck. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my hands, or my hands behind my back. And I'm going to reach down again. And just let gravity stretch those shoulders. So, going down like I'm doing a toe touch. Now my arms are going to hang and gravity's going to pull those hands forward and stretch those shoulders. Wow, I sure feel that. I'm feeling some tingling in my hands lately. I need to do some cupping. Probably from playing on my bass a lot. I find that when I do that, I get a little bit of... Okay, so now we're going to go down, all the way down, one more toe touch. And I want you to be mindful about how far you can go, because we'll do a toe touch at the end. So chin to chest, run those hands down your legs. Nice and slow. And then come back up nice and slow. We're going to attempt to stretch those hips a bit. It might take a little bit of balance. So we're going to do what kind of like a split squat. So one foot in front of the other. And really how far down you go is of a squat is up to you. Now here's where the balance comes in. So my right foot's forward, so I'm going to take my left arm. I'm going to reach as far over as I can. Forget to breathe. Come back to center. I'm going to switch feet. All right. Get your balance. Find your place. Arm up. Reach over. Oh, I can feel that down my ribs, all the way down to my hip. back to center. So I want you to try to get a sumo position. So toes out like a sumo squat, and how far down you go is up to you. You don't have to go all the way down and make your legs tired. I just want you in this position. Take your left arm, put it towards the floor, and your right arm towards the ceiling. And then switch. Not easy. I can find that my hips are so tight that when I do this, I'm feeling it everywhere, and I'm not really doing a great example with my toes out. I'm trying my best. So reach, switch sides, reach, and you're actually going to look at your hand towards the ceiling when you reach. Out, forward, reach, stretching those hips. Whee. Just new ways, active movements when you're stretching those hips. Just really lengthens them, pulls them out. Okay, now we're going to do a 90-90. So you can get down to the floor and do your 90-90, or you can step forward and lower that knee to the floor. So now we're in a 90-90 position. So I'm on one knee. You need to get padding for that knee. Okay, and then I'm going to reach over again. Over. Put your hands on your hips and go as far forward as you can go. Stretch. Come back. Go forward again. If you want to put your hands down, feels better, go ahead. One more time, let's lean forward, stretch. Now, I have my right foot forward. I'm going to take both my hands. I'm going to put them on the floor beside my foot. And now I want you to do cat-cow. So tilt your pelvis, arch that back, and then turn your pelvis the other way. And put your chest and eyes up and forward. Then back down. It's hard to do cat-cow like this. We're just stretching that one hip on the side here. Up. Back down. Wow, I can really feel that nice stretch I so need in that hip. This is my naughty hip. So I'm really enjoying this stretch. So, yeah. So, cow is when your chest is up and forward and your eyes are forward. Cat is when you tilt the hip bone towards the ceiling and arch that back and put your head down. And I'm going to tilt the hip bone towards the floor and put my chest forward. All right, let's switch to the other side, a 90-90. 90-90 hip. Reach over as far as you can and hold. I don't even realize how tight I am down the ribs and the side of my body until I do this stretch. I'm gonna lean forward. So come forward on that knee. Stretch. Come back. Lean forward again. If you need to put your hands down, like stretch this way, just try and keep your heel down on the floor if you do it with your hands. And try and keep your chest up. Otherwise, hands on the hips. Hinging that hip forward. You'll really feel a stretch in the front of that hip. Back and forth, one more time. I find if I have to really focus on my posture and then I come forward, I can really feel that hip stretching. Both hands on the floor beside that foot. Then we're doing cat-cow again. So I'm going to turn my hip bones towards the ceiling for cat. And then cow, I'll turn those hip bones towards the floor and bring my chest up and look forward. You have to really focus on that pelvic tilt. Super hard to focus on Switching from forward to back, especially if you're really tight in that inner hamstring and hip. Forward and back. Keep alternating. Really focus on the hip bones going towards the ceiling, towards the floor, and the chest goes forward. This one's almost so tight. My tilt is very slight. But as I do it more, notice it's getting further and further, which means my muscles are letting go of it. Nice. Forward again. Good. Shift. All right. Let's go into the seated position. Bottoms of your feet together. Let's take some deep breaths in. Breathe in. Fill those lungs and your tummy as much as you can, and then let go and breathe out. Breathe in. Fill everything up. And let it go. Let's time our breathing. We're going to hold our breath too. And if you want, you can push your elbows down on those knees and stretch those hips while you breathe. Here we go. Deep breath in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Let it go. 2, 3. 4. Breathe in. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Now remember that overhead stretch we did in the other positions? We're going to do it again. Overhead stretch. As far as you can go. In this seated position. Stretch on the other side. Overhead stretch. Seated position. Now we're just going to I take my left ear and put it to my left shoulder. And stretch my neck. And stretch the other way. Go back, put your left ear back to your left shoulder, and push your right ear towards the ceiling. I just have my hands on my ankles. Okay, right ear, right shoulder, left ear, ceiling. Stretch that neck. Put your hands straight up over your head. Now I want you to do shoulder circles. Change direction. Really felt my neck. We did a lot of arms and stuff this week, and I felt my neck and shoulders quite a bit. So just wanted to make sure we got in there a bit. Okay. Come as far forward as you can. Grab those feet. Pull your hips forward. Stretch inside of those hips and legs. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Feels so good. Okay, so now reach your hands as far forward as you can, and then I want you to go down one vertebrae at a time to the floor. Click, 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 click. I'm just going to switch sideways. All right, and reach as far above your head as you can. Bring your arms to your side. Put your feet down. I want you to go into a glute bridge. And then take your right hand and reach over and touch above your left shoulder. Stretch. Keep the glute bridge up. Reach over, touch the floor on the other side with the other arm. Stretching those shoulders. Let's do 2 hands now. Reach. Keep that glute bridge. Reach over with the other way. Just above the shoulder. Reach. Stretch. Just alternating sides. Keeping that glute bridge. All right. Lower your hips. Okay, we're going to take our right hand and our right leg, and use our right hand, both hands to pull that leg towards you. The other knee is bent for now. You just want to stretch the back of that leg. Lower the leg. And then we're going to straighten the left leg and bring that right leg back up again. Keep your neck and head on the floor. And I'm just pulling my calf, or you can pull the back of your leg towards you and stretch. We're trying to stretch those hamstrings out. So if you got your hand on your calf, make sure you're trying to point your toes towards your face and keep that heel towards the ceiling to really stretch the back of that leg. I keep my leg slightly bent, but it's because when I hyperextend the back of my leg, my knees, it's uncomfortable for me. So, okay, good. Lower that leg down, bend the knee, and now let's bring the other leg up, the left leg. Whew, it's so tight. I feel like today's just not going to be enough. Unless we stretch for hours. Ooh. I'm gonna lower that leg, straighten my right leg, and then bring that left leg back up again. And attempt to push my toes towards my face. I find that this side, even though it's my right hip that seems to give me the most discomfort, this side seems to be the tight side. Probably because it's taking all the extra work to protect the right. Deep breath in, all the way, feel those lungs, fill up that tummy, and let it go. Sink into the floor when you breathe that breath out. Deep breath in. Just let it all go. Any negative thoughts, just let them go when you breathe out. All right. Let's lower that leg. Bend my knees. And I'm going to come all the way up. In my seated position. I'm going to put my feet like a pinwheel. Sitting in a pinwheel position. And then I'm going to attempt to roll my hands forward. now I'm going to put my upper body, I'm going to go in, try and go in a circle. So in a circle, just all the way around in a circle. If it's more comfortable, you can put your hands just gently on the floor and try and go in a circle, stretching those hips. Oh, I can really feel that. Going forward and back, circular motion, and I find my knees trying to lift up. Everything's rebelling. All right. Take that front leg and let's open that foot up to a 90-degree angle. And then same with that back one. So now I got a nice 90 degrees in all directions. I'm going to put my chest down onto my shin. Really trying to get my chest as close to my foot as possible. That hip. Oof. Grateful for the work. Sitting up, and I'm gonna try and lean my whole torso towards that outside knee. I just put my hand on my knee and actually pull it towards. And I just caught myself holding my breath. So take a deep breath in and let it go. Body needs oxygen. Okay, let's go for that back foot. Reach. Really try and lean that outer shoulder towards it. Put my hands behind my back, or you can put them on the floor beside your knee. I'm going to keep my knee on the floor and lift that back foot up. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Hold your breath. Put the foot down, and now lift the whole leg. Deep breath in, let it go. All right, let's put that leg down. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to go back to that pinwheel position. All right, I'm going to put my hands forward and go to the floor. Back up to seated position, and I'm going to attempt to go in a circle with my upper body while my feet are in this pinwheel position. So I'm just going around at the hip, circular motion at the hip. Super challenging for me, every direction. Don't forget to breathe. All right, if you're going in one direction, let's try the other. I don't know about you, but I can sure just feel this slight movement in my hips. What we're doing is we're lengthening all those knots. All right. So now we're going to go into that 90-90 hip stretch. So I'm going to push that foot forward. So now I've got 90-degree angles in both, behind both knees, and put my chest down to my shin. Go as far as I can go towards my foot. Don't forget to breathe. Sit up. And I'm going to try and lean towards that outside knee. So sometimes I help myself and I put my hand on my knee and pull my body towards it. And don't forget to breathe. Big relaxing breaths. Weekends here, we're just going to let go of all the things on our mind and hold us back from having a wonderful weekend. Let it go. Breathe in fresh new air. Let go of everything. Breathe out. Okay, let's reach for that back foot. Ooh. It's okay, yep, I'm doing this for your own good. I remember when I used to teach this class, and a few women would come up to me a couple weeks in and they said that their hips stopped hurting. So that's how valuable this stretch is. So if you ever feel like you need to work on those hips, this is my favorite stretch for that. Okay, hands behind your back or beside your knee. Keep your knee on the floor and attempt to lift your foot. Sometimes when the muscle's super tight, it causes weakness and it's almost impossible to lift that foot. And then I try to keep my spine up straight. Okay, put that foot down, lift the whole leg. You'll be tempted to lean really far forward. Try not to do that. Try to resist. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Put the foot down. Some people would get a cramp right down their leg when they do this one. So that's normal, but after you do it continuously through the week or once a week even, that'll go away. Oh, that hip is so darn mad at me. Okay, let's stretch the back of our legs just one more time. And then we'll do a little bit of shoulder. So I'm going to sit nice and tall and point my toes towards my face. And I'm going to try and hinge at my hip and reach for those toes. You will naturally try to round that back. Let's try and fight that urge. Come forward. Forward. Now take a deep breath in and go as far as you can, even if you have to curve your back, and hold those toes. So deep breath in, and as you breathe out, grab those toes. And hold. Awesome. All right, let's lie on our side. And I'm going to keep my knees and hips parallel. Put both my hands forward. And I'm going to lay all the way back and stretch. And then once you start to settle in and you feel, oh, okay, come forward and reset. And another way to hold the resistance is you could take that bottom hand and hold it on that knee so that you can pull it. It's like you're trying to pull your knee away from your hand. So you pull your hand all the way out and you're pulling your knee the opposite direction. And stretch. That way your lower body cannot follow the upper body. Take a deep breath. Let it go and come forward again. Let's reset. One more time. Here we go. All the way back and hold. Now, if you have tight shoulders, you'll feel a bit of a stretch in that front pec muscle, especially if you're holding that knee back. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Roll back onto your side so that you can support your neck with that lower hand. You're going to put your thumb to the floor and we're going to do the shape of a rainbow all the way around, keeping that thumb towards the floor so you have to turn your wrist in the back. Don't go across your body. We're just doing a half circle. And repeat. If your shoulder's really bad, you might only make it to your ear, which is okay. You just stop at the ear as far as you can go and come forward. And keep going back and forth until you open up that range of motion. So tight. I didn't realize how tight my chest muscles were until just now as I do this stretch. A lot of the times we think it's our upper back or neck or shoulders or traps that's tight, and it's really this chest muscle. It's so tight, it's pulling everything forward and making your shoulder body. That's why we're doing this stretch. Okay, so I want you to sit up cross-legged in between switching sides. And I want you to take your right arm and pull it forward across your chest. So now you just did that. And what you don't realize is that if your shoulder's tight, it's going to go up. So let's try it again. Take a deep breath. Let those shoulders drop. Now take your arm and pull it across your body. If your shoulder goes up again, like mine is trying to do, just do it again. Center, deep breath, and let those shoulders drop down. Bring that arm across your body and stretch again. Take that same right arm, put it straight up, put the hand behind your head, pull your elbow, and stretch again. My hips are tight, so the reason I got my feet together while we're doing this stretch is I'm hoping gravity will slowly lower those knees. Now I'm going to roll onto my other side and continue stretching the other side. All right, here we go. Knees, hips parallel, two hands forward, and stretch that top arm all the way to behind you. All right, let's come forward again. Now I notice that whenever I go back, my knee follows me and my hip, so I'm going to put that bottom hand on that knee and try and hold it back. Pull it the opposite direction. Here we go. All the way back. Oh. Stretch. Try and pull that knee away from the middle of your body. Away, and reach that hand away from the center of your body. Come back, reset, do it again. All the way back. Oh. I think this is the tightest I've felt my pecs in a while. That's good. It means I was working hard. All our workouts. One more time. Stretch, reach. Reaching my hand away from my body, and I'm pulling that knee away from my body. Stretch. All right. Back to center. Support that neck and head. Thumb to the floor. Just a couple inches above. We're going to do that half circle. Oh. Feel that side. Holy moly. Just as I come past the head, I feel that stretch. Obviously, that was super tight there. All the way back. Oh, ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Really needed this stretch, obviously, because but each time I go back behind my head, behind my back, I find that it gets a little bit easier. I'm going to do one more. Perfect. All right, let's go into the seated position. Put my bottoms of my feet together so I can stretch those hips. Take my left arm, and I'm going to go right across my body and use the other arm to pull it. And like usual, my shoulder is lifting up. So you can go back. Deep breath. Lower those shoulders. Let that tension go. Pull it again. Again, back to center. Deep breath. Let those shoulders relax. Arm across my body. Stretch. Arm straight up. Drop my hand behind my head. And I'm going to stretch that back of my arm by pulling my elbow. Back down to center. I'm going to cross my legs, and my right leg is on the top. Then I'm going to take my left arm and put my forearm on the ground and reach my right arm over my body. Oh, this is like challenging for me. because now my right knee and my hip are all trying to lift off the floor. So I actually use my elbows leverage and try and push that butt cheek back down. Stretch that hip. Don't hold your breath. Let's go to the other side. But now I want to switch so that my left leg's on top. And I'm going to put my right elbow on the floor and reach that left arm over. And I use my elbow as leverage to push that left knee back down towards the floor. And don't forget to breathe again. All right, we're going to stand up. All right, here we go. Doing that toe touch again. So chin to chest. And I'm going to go all the way down, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. When I get down there, I'm going to linger and hang. And I'm going to let my body go side to side like my hands are going in the shape of a rainbow. Here we go. Side to side. And then hang back to center and slowly pull yourself back up again. Slowly. All the way back up. Bring your shoulders back and put your hands behind your back and pull those shoulders back. Get a good stance and lean forward again. Stretch those shoulders one more time. Back up. Ooh. Nice and slow. You don't want to get all dizzy and lightheaded. Alright, put your hand on the wall, grab your ankle, pull your knee back and push your hip forward. Just loosen up that quad. We did those wall sits, those got me real good the other day. Okay, switch feet. Hand on the wall. Pull the knee back, push the hip forward. Excellent. Now this is just going to be a quick bonus. I'm going to show you something. You got to be very careful because there's a lot of nerves and stuff going on in the neck and traps. So I just wanted to show you this. If you really need to get some relief, it's really tight up by the neck. I take a lacrosse ball. I got a Walmart for like $3 for $6 it used to be. I don't know, it's been a while since I bought them. And just put it right under that tight hunk of meat by the neck. And then I just put my hand at my side and I karate chop all the way to the floor. And back, forward, to put my arm at my side. Just a little trick to loosen up. But just again, be very careful. There's a lot of nerves in that area. But just a little neck trick, shoulders. All right, good job. Wow, we went a whole minute over today. Wow.